Hey, what's up? This is Spider with FearNet, and we are at the 2009 Scream Awards, celebrating everything that we love: sci-fi, comic books, fantasy, and of course, horror. So let's go check it out. Do you find that it brings out an entirely different fan base for you?
This is my normal fan base, and they always dress up.
Okay.
It's really fun and interesting that like a show that you work on as an actor can actually bloom into like conventions and lifestyles and people from all over the world coming together and talking about the show, and you don't really have that with other shows, and I love that. I love that I'm a part of that.
Are you prepared for the rabid reaction that fans in horror?
It has prepared me. People follow this Saw franchise and horror films in general, so they already have in their mind like what they're expecting and what they're looking for, and it's kind of hard to deter them from that. And if they don't get it, they get angry. So I'm ready. I've prepared myself mentally and physically, and I'm ready to see what they think.
The idea of celebrating genre films that sometimes maybe are pushed aside and not taken quite as seriously. Talk about the importance of an event like this.
Oh man, I think it rocks. I mean, for me especially, it's like I've got, the people on the internet suggest me for the role of Rorschach, and then they suggest me for the role of Freddy. That's where I first heard about these roles. It was on the internet, people saying, hey, this guy'd be right for that. So to get to come to this event where people actually, it's the People's Award show, they did all of the voting, and it's kind of cool, man. And of course, I went back and really looked at the very first Nightmare on Elm Street, because that's the one that we're basically redoing, remaking, reimagining, or whatever you call it. It's like I realized it's important to kind of get this human side of Freddy, but he's a mystical boogeyman. He's the guy in that campfire story, and that's what I embrace.
The villains are always more compelling. I mean, a hero is nothing unless he has a great villain to fight. My God, didn't you know that?
Just, I'm waiting for the vampire thing to die down a little bit so we can take it back, the true followers. I'm more interested in films that aren't horrific like blood and gore, but I'm interested in ones that are almost believable and creepy.
I mean, how is it important for you guys to see these genre-related films honored like this?
Oh, it's great. And not just the genre-related movies, but the little movies like Splinter are being nominated.
Can you tell me what you guys are nominated for?
Yeah, we're nominated in for the best horror movie category and in the most memorable mutilation category.
From the beginning of filmmaking, everybody who's ever made a real movie that actually lasted has been involved in special effects, about story, and the one thing that translates around the world is scary.
Years ago, I was writing these foolish comic strips, and I was just hoping people would buy the comics so I could keep my job and pay the rent and not get fired and be able to take a date out. And that was to think that one day I'd be interviewed by Fear at a place like this. Oh my God.